Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to be introducing you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Dutchfly61. There's somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They make frequent appearances here in the Tuber Chat live streams, and for argument's sake, they are a skywatcher. So we can imagine what we can expect in the content on this channel just from the banner. As they tell us, from the Netherlands. They happen to be a skywatcher, so they're going to talk to us about some of the things that are going to go on, both explainable and maybe even non-explainable, pardon me. And we might get a little bit of comedy to come along with that as well. Now, they've just done a few videos for now. They've just got one short that blew up quite a bit to 4,000 views, which is great. So we've got our eye on the channel. We'll see what more they're going to come up with. But they've been with Tuber Chat for quite some time. And I just wanted to introduce the channel to everybody. So thank you, Phyllis Brown, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. I know we had a couple of highlighted milestone messages come through already before we started. Phyllis Brown, we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But it's open to everybody. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to super chat. We will, after a long period of time, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. But I also see another super chat coming in from Fifi's Journey. And so Phyllis Brown and Fifi's Journey's channels will be put up right away before we start spinning the wheel. But we will do that as well, and that's what we'll do for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can. I think I saw a brand new channel come into the chat too. So Tristan Martin, Live in the Boss, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody else that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom, as he always is, and Michael's Adventures is right beside him. These are two of the most supportive creators that I have met in my now 6 years on YouTube. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator. Just Jason Keto and Home Bartending with John were early in the door with Growing What I Eat and Abandon Exploring Mike, as well as the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and My Flock is Everywhere, and then Foxy's Friends, Butler Family Farm, and a longtime dear friend and incredibly supportive creator is Christian Nomad. He will motivate us in a spiritual way, but bring us a lot of different outdoor footage from around the United States. He's been a long-time generous supporter to Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful, but it's good to see you back in the chat. Little Ridge Farm and It's D Bankroll are both on the wheel, along with Ace Flaw 1 and Susan A, because like I said, we always put members on the wheel. All the channels that I just mentioned are all on the wheel. Woman Outdoors is coming in too from Pennsylvania, and we'll get them onto the wheel right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I'll get a few more channels on the wheel as we need them. Baked with Miss Red is on there now, and I know we got quite a few more channels in the chat. Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman are a husband and wife combo. They always have membership, so I'm putting Coastal Water on the wheel for now. Oh, I see. I'm not sure what you mean, Imelda Salo Show. Oh, yeah, I remember earlier this morning I caught them for the first time on a live stream, and they had some buffering trouble and this and that, but that's great, and especially sending friends in. I really do appreciate that as well. Michelle Lockerson Vlog, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Canadian family life is here. Coastal water, like I said, I just put on the wheel. Pardon me just for a quick second. And Coffee Walks and Whatever's here. Cricket 208 is in the house. Dangerous Jobbers is a longtime friend. Good to have you here. Destination Fun is here every single day except yesterday. And it's funny because they actually said that too. Sorry I wasn't there yesterday. Destination Fun seems to have been here for every live stream since finding the Tuber Chat family. And I'm grateful for that. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or, you know, for 2.5 hours every time we stream and things like that. I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello, drop the thumbs up, or run the stream in the background. Henry Leslie, Vermont, good to see you in the house. And RV Life with Adrian and Ruth might be brand new today. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Pauline's Lifestyle and Paul's Green Space are both in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Tatum Screams Horror is here. I thought I saw you with another channel today. I wonder if you have two. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So, again, we're looking at Dutchfly61 today, and this is a channel that makes frequent appearances here in the live streams, and definitely are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and have been for a while now. I just wanted to introduce the channel to everybody. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I have seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And we do that so that you have literally the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. Pardon me, I just need one more second. She stole my thunders in the house. I've got them on the wheel. I know it makes no sense, but it really does seem that every time I hit the go live button, my allergies start. That moment, I was fine right up until then. But hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Oh, and then thank you, RV Life with Adrian and Ruth. And then Fifi's Journey's driving, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it is time for us to get to our first channel. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Fifi's Journey is coming up next, and Phyllis Brown is on the screen for the same reason. Both of these creators drop super chats just as we were getting started. We always put those on the screen right away, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. You know, Phyllis Brown, I'm surprised I didn't take a video from you unless I did. They put out 2 videos just yesterday, so maybe that was after Tuber Chat. Oh, one of them's today. One of them's just an hour ago. The other one was yesterday. So I don't want to fall behind. I'm just going to take the latest video, banana nut bread without sugar. That's going to be interesting, especially to a lot of our Tuber Chat family that are now getting into things like keto-based lifestyles, right? Something I think about all the time. I'm learning from Just Jason Keto, Keto Mama Michelle, and a few other channels. Phyllis Brown is going to bring us a little bit of delicious looking content, but they bring a lot of variety on their channel. They've been at this a while now, and they always want to inspire and motivate in a positive way as well. So they got some shorts videos that are getting close to a couple thousand views now. That will likely continue. And then when we get into their live streams, oh, they just did a live stream too. I wish I had caught that, but I would have been eating dinner right before getting started here. But that's cool, and hopefully I'll catch you for another one. You're likely going to do them, looks like every couple of days or so. And then lots of variety in the videos as well. So a few dollar store haul balls and things like that, some healthy meals and healthy snacks and things. And then when you read the About page, you get to know that Phyllis Brown wants to motivate and inspire in a positive way, like I had mentioned. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Mom of 4 boys is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But thank you one more time, Phyllis Brown, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before, and Fifi's Journey is coming up right now for the same reason. So thank you again for the extra generosity from both of you in getting us started for today. And then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off so you can get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So I've got Tatum Screams Horror on the wheel with Jewel in the Kitchen, who just came in as well. She's been here just about every day lately. And then Fifi's Journey is up here right now. I'm just going to take one of the latest videos that looks a little educational, what's attacking our food source here. I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And Fifi's Journey as well. I just want to see what you got going on with these shorts here. Some of these have gotten into the thousands of views, many thousands of views as a matter of fact. You're doing fantastically with these, and then I see one of them's popped over 12,000, which is great, so hopefully that continues. They're sitting at about 1,130 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. Dre Lasha, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Dre Lasha's got a couple of different channels. Traveling Merton and Sue, good to see you here. And Dre Lash, I remember when I put the channels up the other day, I was mistaken because I'm overwhelmed by how much they're posting. They're going live almost every day. And then when we look at Fifi's Journey, we're going to dig through the videos here. And now I took the video that you got in your featured position on your front page. When you want to customize your front page, this of course goes for everybody, YouTube gives us a lot of tools so that we can add up to 10 different sections on the front page, including a teaser or a trailer and a video to welcome people back who've been to your channel before, featured channels, and all sorts of different things like lists of playlists and all kinds of good stuff. So it's great to see that you've got that there. I'm going to watch that particular video, and then hopefully I'll catch up with some more afterwards. But with Fifi's Journey, we're looking at a lot of gardening and garden updates, which is great to see, and I'm still getting to know the channel, so I'm looking forward to much more from Fifi's Journey. They're driving right now, so hopefully everybody will connect with them, and they will likely get back to everybody right away. And like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers they're thinking about. Thank you again, Fifi's Journey, for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we put that channel up right away, and now it's time to spin the wheel. But I also see the Stock Explorer coming in. That's Nora, and she is here as a member and a moderator. So I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. Susan A is going to be the first channel chosen from the wheel today. We'll get them onto the screen and see how they are doing right now. Susan A was a channel that was featured not too long ago. There are quite a few shorts here, and we can see that these are starting to get into well over a couple thousand views, which is great. And that will likely continue as well. Traveler Bust is in the house. And I know I just missed putting a channel on the wheel, I'm sure of it. No, maybe I'm mistaken. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer actually is going to have a live stream for us right after Tuber Chat, so that's probably just under 3 hours from now, and then we'll be able to go over there and continue meeting friends and family members the same way we do here. All of our moderators allow that. So Susan A is up here right now, obviously starting off with some positivity on their About page here, wishing love and light and laughter, and they want to come up They've come upon some strange, amusing, and mind-blowing, as well as interesting experiences, and they want to share some of these on their YouTube channel, so we can join them for that. And I can see them behind, so I'm going to take your latest skywatching video, which is ironic, because DutchFly61, who's a skywatcher, happens to be our featured channel for today. And then we see that they're posting frequently. They've been putting out lots and lots and lots of content, which is great. And then as well, I just want to see what they're doing for live streams. So they did one of these a couple of months ago, but we'll see if they're going to continue those. And like I said, the shorts are doing great, which is wonderful. So Susan A right now is sitting at 290 subscribers, getting really close to 300. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther right now. Derek's Journey's in the house. They also happen to be a member. So I'll get them onto the wheel. And we'll spin, and we'll see who's going to be the next channel that's going to come up. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then as well, I see Lenny the lawyer live, my dear friend, coming back in again. He put out a Facebook post actually with a interesting, looks like a piece of podcasting equipment with all kinds of customizable controls. That looks like something that's going to be extremely useful. Derek's Journey, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. And we'll get to that soon. Mona Did What is also in the house. We recently featured that channel. And when we look at Just Jason Keto, this is what I'm talking about. We've got quite a few channels now, a good handful, that are specifically based on keto. So Just Jason Keto and Keto Mama Michelle come to mind right away. I know there's a couple of others. Their names are escaping me for a quick second, but we'll know them when they come in the chat, of course, right? I know there's a lot of other people very much focused on a keto-based diet or a keto-based lifestyle. And Just Jason Keto is going to help us make sense of a lot of that. But he's got a lot of guests on his channel as well that can give us their perspectives, some life stories, both the challenges and the milestones that get hit along the way while doing things like weight loss or achieving other fitness or diet-based goals. Unstable TV are in the house with their Shorts channel. And their original channel we'll look at soon enough has over 20,000 subscribers now. Jay Trucker's brand new in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yeah, Michael's Adventure says he needs a carb diet. He doesn't need a non-carb diet. He needs a carb diet. He does 20,000 steps a day on an average day, let alone working on it. Just Jason Keto is going to help us make sense, though, of a lot of the things that we might question when it comes to learning about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. You know, it's become very popular, and, you know, I don't want to sound like I think I know what I'm talking about, because I certainly don't, but I just remember, even over the last, it's got to be 15 to 20 years, having friends talk about ketosis and, you know, getting into these special diets and things like that. And I know we're, you know, when we talk about these things, we want to push more towards a lifestyle, right? Life changes and healthy eating and healthy living forever after, but a diet often is where it starts. And Just Jason Keto will help us with this. So like I said, lots of guests on the channel. You get that idea right away when you get to the front page. A few product reviews, which is great. And I've also noticed hacks on this channel where he will help us get more value out of some of the things we might buy in a store that are marketed as keto-based products. So when we look at his shorts videos, we see that lots of these are getting into the thousands of views now. Lots of people love looking at healthy looking food, but one of these has popped over 22,000, which is great. He does a lot of live streams. I believe that's where the clips come from for a lot of his videos, and lots of information over here as well. I had a great time hanging out at one of his premieres the other day. Lenny the Lawyer Live, seduced by Roadmaster Pro 2. I have to admit, I don't think I'd seen that until you mentioned it. A lot of times, I get advertisements as much as anybody does. I love techie things. I love gadgets and devices and things like that, and I always want to know what's around and what's available, what technologies are coming out and this and that, and I don't think I'd seen that one, which is interesting. Yeah, it'll if you follow Lenny the Lawyer Live on Facebook, you'll get a chance to see that, and it will be it looks like he's going to be able to put out some great content with that as a it looks like a podcasting system. I wonder if that has the video switching that you were talking about when you were asking about it, or if that's just for audio, because it looks like an audio device, but it's got buttons on it that are customizable. Looks like a Stream Deck type of thing, which is cool. I think we're going to see more and more of that. Actually, I think it was yesterday I was looking at computers online. Not that I need one or anything like that, just looking again at what's Alienware coming out with, who's competing and stuff like that. And Alienware now has a computer that's got a touch bar similar to what Apple does, and you customize that with different buttons similar to a Stream Deck and things like that. So it's getting popular, that idea. Derek's Journey, good to see you in the house. Mitchell and Doll is here. That's Mitchy Boo with a second channel as well. Cool Gamers in the house. They're out supporting people all the time. Ace Flaw 1, I'm not sure if I said hello, but I do have you on the wheel. And then thank you, RV Life with Adrian and Ruth. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto. He's a fellow Canadian. He's here with us every single day and out supporting other creators all the time as well. So we'd love to push him towards the 800 subscribers he's thinking about. And Derek's Journey is coming up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Track Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Stace, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Derek's Journey is fitness first on this channel, but we get a wonderful opportunity to get to know Derek's Journey and the family, the in real life family behind the channel. Dots and Crossovers, good to see you back. Thanks for coming in. And when we dig through Derek's Journey's content, first of all, I'm going to take the latest video and put this in my catch-up list. Oh, I've got it in there. I thought I ran my catch-up list. Oh, maybe I didn't get all the way through it. That's the problem. I've got your latest video ready to go, though, so I will be somewhat caught up. Now, these creators are doing a lot of product reviews as well, but there are fitness challenges here, and Derek's Journey does a great job of collaborating with other creators and leading a team of creators to collaborate together on fitness challenges. So Jay Trucker, we put channels on the wheel after a long period of time. It usually takes anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. I have a robot in the background here called Botissimo, and this keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. So you'll notice that when I refresh, it'll give me a list of channels based on how active they've been. Scratch and PPA, Paul's Green Space, Just Jason Keto, all the usual suspects are usually up at the top. But that can change over time. The more you conversate with other creators and support others, the faster you'll rise up that list. And when I need names for the wheel in another hour to hour and a half or so, I'll start adding them based on who's been most active. And then, so Derek's Journey as well. Thank you, Unstable TV. I've got your channel on the wheel. We will put it up briefly. And then, YOLO Box. Yes, YOLO Box I've heard of as well. Amy Mini, I'm not sure about that one though, Lenny the Lawyer Live. And then, pardon me, Songbits Laura is also in the house. Let me just get them, pardon me, onto the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And what I keep dancing around is saying that Derek's Journey is able to get a lot of different people to collaborate, big teams of YouTubers that get together for these fitness challenges, particularly the steps challenges, and anybody can participate in that. You're not competing against others. It's just an idea of improving every month, and they'll explain more when you get there, but that's just a tiny part of what they do on this channel. The family also takes us out on adventures and to different interesting places, and then when we look at Derek's Journey's front page, we see Balance Breakers, Fitness and Gaming, where we expect to see the same fitness challenges from Derek's Journey, along with some video gameplay. And then when we look at You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, we see a couple more members of the In Real Life Derek's Journey family that are going to bring us more variety, as well as the fitness challenges that come from Derek's Journey. So thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Lenny the Lawyer Live also dropped one, so we're going to put that channel up right now. And I see one more channel is giving us some action in the chat that I'll look at right now, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel soon. Timmy time. It's not Timmy time, but it's hot chocolate time. It was Timmy time earlier, but thank you, Woman Outdoors. Tomorrow morning it will be again. I have usually a coffee a day, and sometimes more than one, but a hot chocolate every day as well. That's just alternating hot and cold for my throat. Once in a while, I'll throw in a tea or a soup or something like that as well. And then, so thank you, Woman Outdoors. I will get your channel up onto the screen next. YouTube Police is back in the house for what I believe is the second time. Boondocking with Boomer. Good to see you here. And let's get that channel ready. Woman Outdoors. Pardon me, I'm just cleaning up my wheel here for a quick second. She's done that countless times, and so has Lenny the Lawyer Live, as a matter of fact. Now, he has been getting us talking about quite a bit when it comes to the idea of video equipment. This past weekend, yesterday, we were talking a little bit about that. And Lenny the Lawyer Live is somebody who aggressively wants to work on video production, which is great to see because he's building a catalog of legal information in his videos for us already. And we'll be able to see a lot more coming from Lenny the Lawyer Live as he starts to upgrade. Now, the truth of the matter is, we all can start without a lot of the fancy stuff. I have videos out there today with hundreds of thousands of views on them on different channels with that were filmed with an iPhone 4S. If you can believe that, we're literally talking a 10-year-old phone now, I think, right? And I have upgraded since finally because Kristen got me a phone. Otherwise, I might still be using it. I don't know. But, we all start with what we start with, and we can improve over time. But I'll be curious to see what Lenny the Lawyer Live is going to come up with the new stuff. But in the meantime, he's building a catalog of legal information, and there's a big difference between legal advice, legal information. But when you're in the presence of an attorney, they'll let you know which you are receiving. Lenny the Lawyer Live is bringing us legal information on 3 different channels right now, and I believe everybody's going to have to deal with at least some kind of legal information in their lifetime. So, Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming back in. And then Renique TV, good to see you here. Let's see if they are... Actually, because I said spell out numbers, right? It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Anyway, Pardon me while I yell through the house. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. I just wanted to look at something for a second. Yesterday we solved a problem. Pardon me, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Yesterday we solved a problem for Wayne's World Unlimited. So sometimes you go to a channel, you try to type in the chat, and after a little while you realize like that your messages are being deleted. So if you question it, you can always go to this top chat or live chat, and that could be done on a phone or a computer. When you do that, if your messages are not coming through, they will disappear as you change things over. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're banned. There's a glitch that goes on with YouTube. It's been there forever, and it basically is called being shadow banned. And what happens is it appears that nobody can see you and your messages are not coming through, but you're not actually hidden from the channel. Usually just resetting your device helps, whether it's a computer or a phone. I know it doesn't make sense that that should work, but it does. And secondly, if you need to, you can reach out to the host or moderators on another social network like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, something like that. Let them know you're having trouble getting in and ask them to put you in what's called the approved user section. I'll type that into the chat. And approved users is where we find the community set, or where community settings are found, where we have our hidden users and moderators and things like that. There's a little section there. YouTube's expanding that now to start utilizing it for other things, but it's been there for a long time just so that we can get by that trouble. I find that it happens to channels that are the most aggressive, especially if you're going from grow stream to grow stream to grow stream every day or many times a week, but it's just an idea. But you can anybody that has trouble with that can just message me. If you're ever like here in Tuber Chat, Wayne's World Unlimited yesterday couldn't get in with their main channel. Between hopefully resetting the device and me putting them in the approved users, you see that they're back now. Pedrosa Travel. So if the messages delete, it's possibly a shadow ban, which is really just a glitch. We call it shadow ban because that comes from other social networks. I don't even know where it originated, to be honest with you, but it's just something that's always been there. It's just annoying more than anything else. Even I'm either banned or shadow banned on a handful of channels. You know, it happens to, I don't want to say everyone, but it happens frequently. And then, so forgive me, the channel we're looking at right now, by the way, forgive me, The Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, good to see you in the house. Stay Stasis here. And Lenny the Lawyer Live is up on the screen. So with 236 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. Now this is just one of the 3 channels from this creator. My Smart Jewish Lawyer is another channel from Lenny the Lawyer Live, where he's got a couple of videos here. And then Boyer Coffee Enterprises is a third channel where he's continuing to expand the catalog of legal information for us. So I hope everybody will connect with Lenny the Lawyer Live. He's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and very much interested in the YouTube journey and sharing knowledge as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him for those reasons. So let's look at the next channel. Woman Outdoors dropped a super chat, so thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live, and thank you, Woman Outdoors, for those super chats. I really do appreciate those. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but I will get some names out of our chat list after a little while and put them on the wheel eventually. Woman Outdoors comes to us from Pennsylvania, and this is a creator that brings us a lot of outdoor footage more than anything else, talking about bushcraft, camping, cooking, fishing, all outdoors, and some product reviews as well, which is interesting. What I find most compelling about this channel is the fact that they're in the Northeast here, so they're able to bring us all 4 seasons. They're entering summer now, but they just took us through the winter. As you get into the shorts videos, you're going to see right away that they're able to capture a lot of different content, right? So Woman Outdoors takes us to some really interesting places, and particularly for camping, I found on the channel, but she's getting into product reviews as well. So for anybody that enjoys outdoor activities, you'll probably find some value in that as well. The Night Owl, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Woman Outdoors, thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. This creator's getting close to 1,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. And they're also getting close to 3,000 views on their shorts videos. So that will likely continue as well. So thank you again. Like I said, she's done that countless times. She's sent over a super chat so I can get a coffee tomorrow, which I will for sure. And I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. So It's the Bankroll is going to help us with our finances. In the meantime, while I get that channel ready, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So It's the Bankroll has 737 subscribers now. They're working on 800. What this creator is going to help us do is understand how we can both budget and save money. They get into cash stuffing challenges and different ideas. What I love about the idea of having a few, and it's now more than a few, but a few financial information channels, pardon me, in the Tuber Chat family, is that I know that 99% of us are thinking about monetization for our channels or our businesses behind them. Pardon me, and wouldn't it be a wonderful world if, first of all, we could all do better with budgeting, all do better with saving money, because I think almost anybody can. It's not much different than healthy eating and healthy living. Even the healthiest people could, at times be a little bit healthier. And when it comes to our finances, I'm sure we could all agree that almost everybody could do a little bit better a lot of the time, myself included, absolutely. So I'm happy to have these channels because through a lifetime, you never know who's going to strike the right chord. Even though we hear sometimes the same lessons told by others over and over and over again, it never really hits until finally somebody, like I said, strikes the right chord, says it in the right way, and possibly makes a life-changing impact on you, right? And this is something that I think is potential for any financial channel. We have a few in the chat right now, and a few others in the Tuber Chat family as well. So It's the Bankroll is going to help us with that. They're going to show us techniques for budgeting, techniques for keeping control of our finances, and then as well ideas for saving money in specific ways. So I'm just going to take this $96 cash envelope stuffing, and I'm going to put this into my ketchup list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up and hopefully not fall behind. Just Jason Keto is gifting a membership again. He just did that the other day. And Stace is going to pick that up. So I know they're in the chat right now. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So when that happens, we put them up. And Just Jason Keto, thank you. We already saw that channel. Otherwise, I'd be putting that up right now as well. We do that when gifted memberships happen. But thank you for that, Just Jason Keto. All that fluff and stuff is making me laugh. Yes, poverty, absolutely. It's feeling more and more like it every day with the inflation that I know we're all keeping our eye on. And oh, interesting. Lenny the Lawyer Live dropped another super chat, but he had to log in and out to get that to happen. There was some kind of a thing going on with that yesterday, too. I always find that if things don't work right away, resetting a device usually helps. Like I said, even though it's not supposed to, it does. And then otherwise, it likely is going to be working tomorrow. If YouTube finds out they're losing money, you can bet that that'll get fixed right away. It's the other stuff that takes 2 weeks, and I don't want to whine about it too much, but we've seen a lot of different glitches in YouTube over the years. And there you go. Yes, for anyone who wants to get noticed, produce a video about AI and the websites with IO extensions or AI extensions as well. Yes, so ChatGPT is something we talk about frequently, but AI systems now are able, this other thing, DALL-E, from the same people from ChatGPT, is able to produce art or images in different ways. But there are other systems as well. I was using Jasper actually about a year ago before finding ChatGPT, but I absolutely use those now, more for inspiration than anything. But at times you could almost think about copying and pasting as well. I know the world's up in arms. There's all kinds of arguments over whether you should do this or shouldn't do that. But if nothing else, you can use it for inspiration. And artificial intelligence is not going anywhere. So for those of you who remember photographers over the years having arguments over film versus digital, and you're not a real photographer if you don't have a camera, I think those days are behind us. DJs, I happen to have been a DJ in a past life, and they used to fight over vinyl and CD and what sounds better and MP3s and blah, 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 blah. It's the same story. So now that AI is here, I know a lot of people are going to say, I don't want it, they shouldn't have it, they shouldn't do it, but I promise you it's not going away. So the only choice we have is to stay up to date with what's going on, dare I say the word educated about it, and then decide what side of the fence you want to be on with that, whether you want to steer clear of it or whether you want to try to utilize it. I don't think there's any good answer for that just yet. We're going to have to see what happens. But we've seen a ton of change. It's hard to believe now, but there was a world before Facebook, before MySpace, before Instagram, and before TikTok, even though that world is getting blurry now. Butler Family Farm, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to get your channel up next. We're going to talk about Travel or Bust in a quick second here. And Kristen Welton, my love, thanks for dropping that highlighted milestone message in the chat for everybody. As you can see, that's 2.5 years of membership. Cali King 916 also needs to be added to the wheel. From Sacramento. And Travel or Bust is going to bring us more travel with a lot of cruising content, actually. Kat Lynn, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. So yeah, Pedrosa Travel. Now I just use that stuff to listen to, though. The days of DJing with vinyl are over. It's all virtual now. They have these records that with tones that the computer can read, and that's what's used now. But I just can't get over my love for the original vinyl records. I saw a post once online. I like to steal the line. It's the inconvenience and the expense that draws me to vinyl, as you can imagine. The Happy Gardener, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I missed anybody that's brand new to the chat. Don Ray B, I'm not sure if I put you on the wheel today. And we'll get through as many channels as we can in the next 2 hours or so. We still got lots and lots of time. I usually step things up as the stream continues. We get a little bit faster over time. G-Wolf United Gaming, good to see you in the house. And Shutter Captured is here as well, so thank you for being here. So Travel or Bust, 970 subscribers, my dear goodness. Now, I don't do the push here. Sometimes you might see somebody try to do the push and say, like, come on, everybody, let's get them to 1,000 right now. They only have 30 to go. But the problem with that is it doesn't work, pardon me, it doesn't work here in Superchat if we try to do it for more than like 5 or 10 channels. And I believe that the reason why is because we're so focused on the way we connect here. Not that there's a right way or a wrong way, but we've been doing it the way we've been doing it for the last 3 years and beyond now. But we don't want you to lose subscribers after, because we all understand what it's like to hit milestones and lose them because of subscriber losses and things like that. But it doesn't feel good when you hit the 1,000. Even Tuberchat hit 1,000 and had to go back and get it again when it came. So we remember those things. But Travel or Bust is getting close. So if anybody hasn't connected with them, I hope you will. I see them out supporting other creators all the time. Everything Guy, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Travel or Bust, We're going to see what they say on their About page. Travel enthusiasts who love to explore the world and, learn new things along the way. Their mission is to provide an informative and entertaining group of content that inspires and empowers us to plan our next adventure. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. You can see that they've got videos coming out frequently, more than once a week by the look of it, and then shorts videos. They're doing well. They're getting well over 1,000 views on most of these. One of them's popped over 3,000, almost at 4, and then live streams are something that they might frequently do as well. And then and that's great. The Happy Gardener. Yes, if we focus on our content, the channel will grow anyway. The truth is, 99% of creators or more, everybody who wants to be monetized gets monetized eventually. But I went on a long speech about it the other day. But one of the things we have to consider is, what are we here for? If we're here to grow a channel to 100,000 subscribers, then that's fine. You can focus on the subscriber numbers. But if you're here for something else, building a business, building a brand, making money, and things like that, the subscriber doesn't matter, the subscriber number doesn't matter, I promise you. As much as we'd all like to have more, because it's so in our face, we talk about it every single day. Subscriber numbers seem so important, but the truth is, if you're here, let's say, to make $1,000 a month, right? Then does it matter if you have 30,000 subscribers or if you have 3,000? As long as you get that $1,000 a month, it doesn't matter. And I promise you, it's not relatable. A channel that's making, let's say, $1,000 a month with 5,000 subscribers will likely not be making $10,000 a month with 50,000 subscribers. It's not quite how that works. The numbers don't always relate. But I'm not saying I'm right about that either. But it's great when we can focus on the content, knowing if you're going to do this for 5 or 10 years or beyond, you're going to get there anyway. I promise you. We see it in every channel that comes through here. Square County Homestead. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Ghostly Winds is here from Australia as well. Trish the Natural's in the house. I'm not saying I'm right most of the time. Here in Tuber Chat, I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel or their videos. But what I wish for everybody, the truth is, I just want you to get out of YouTube what you want to get out of it, right? And it's not always the same for everybody. Not nearly, actually. Andre Southgate, good to see you here. That's a longtime friend. And yeah, YouTube Police says, just have fun with it. Absolutely. I think we can all agree that YouTube is more work than we thought it was going to be before we started. That goes for everybody. I'm sure 100% of us would agree. But hopefully it's still fun. There's things we have to do, but hopefully there's more things that we like to do, right? If that makes sense. But I don't want to get into many long speeches about that right now. Because you know how I can be. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been here for over 3.5 years. I've been connected to that friend since long before Tuber Chat even existed. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. And Don Ray B just gifted 5 memberships as well. So Kat Lynn just picked that up. Roadhog has got one. The Bullock Experience is getting one of those. Lisa J. Stocks and Rem's Family Farm. So I know Kat Lynn is here. I'm not sure about any of the other creators, but if they're here, we'll get them on the wheel right away. What you'll also find is that for anybody that, whenever those gifted memberships happen, for anybody that's not in the chat, they do get a notification, usually by email. So we might see some of those creators come in during the live stream. We're still going to be here for another couple of hours. Cruise Vet Adventures, good to see you in the house. And see, YouTube is an outlet for them, a creative outlet. It absolutely can be for a lot of people. Cruise Vet Adventures is on the wheel. Oh, G-Wolf United Gaming. That is a story I've heard many, 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 many times. So, while I don't know the details of your specific situation, this is what I would describe to a lot of people, and it may not even relate to what you're talking about exactly, so forgive me if that's the case. But and we will get into a long speech, so forgive me. Let me get Don Ray B's channel ready to go, because I don't want to forget what we're doing. And Don Ray B's going to come up, and thank you so much for that generosity. Forgive me, I don't mean to just skip by very quickly. Don Ray B has done that many times before, and that is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And when I talk about her channel, you're going to understand a bit about the character of the creator right away. When we talk about the idea of doing what we love and possibly thinking about YouTube as a full-time gig, now I don't want to discourage anybody. Because I promise you, YouTube can bring you more than you imagine right now, and a lot easier. I promise it can, right? It's different for everybody. Thank you, First Floor Audio from the UK. Lee has done that many times as well. We'll get First Floor Audio up on the screen right after Don Ray B. Lark's Homesteadish, good to see you here. I'm going to feature that channel in a couple of days, actually. I've already posted it on the front page if you want to see that. And then, yeah, thank you, Just Jason Keto. That's great that you're, working on trying to help people, if I understand right. Help pardon me, people get a little bit healthier, as he has, as Just Jason Keto has. And then, there's other benefits that come along with that as well. If you give, I promise you receive. That's the truth. You hear me say it all the time. So when we talk about the idea of making, let's say, a full-time income, right? This is what I often say to creators. To go from zero to making, let's say, $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I don't know what it costs for everybody to live in their different areas or cities and things like that. But let's just say in a lot of the major cities, I think we could argue that a minimalist lifestyle would be anywhere in far above $2,000 to maybe $3,000, $4,000. And in some major cities, it might not even be possible to live on that as an income, right? Which is sad to say, but it seems to be the way, right? To go from zero to that much money on YouTube alone is quite a feat. And what I hear from a lot of creators a lot of the time, well, I shouldn't say a lot. What I have heard many times, though, is the idea of, I wish I could just do YouTube full time. So what I say to everybody is, okay, if you knew that 5 years from now, you could be doing YouTube full time or whatever you want to do full time, and never have to go back to doing anything you didn't like to do ever again, would that be okay? 5 years can feel like a lot of time to a lot of people, but I promise it's not that long. So what I suggest is, for instance, if somebody said, I wish I could quit my job and just do YouTube, I would say, why don't you just hang on to your job and do YouTube as long as you can possibly stand it. I'll show you a lifestyle change that I'm going through right now. Over the last few years, since after the beginning of Superchat, I used to work 5 days a week outside doing construction work. And then YouTube 5 or 6 years ago became something that was part of my full-time job. As that increases, the channels increase and the money that rolls in from those channels, which are not mine, increases, I'm able to start cutting the work week down. So 2 years ago, I had the choice to drop to 4 days a week of construction and continue doing YouTube only 1 day a week, but I decided not to. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to still work 5 days a week, because why would I make things not as financially comfortable as they are, let's just say. So I continued. Then last year, for those of you who remember, I dropped to 3 days a week. So last year, I only had to be out doing construction work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This year, I will have to start out at about 3 days a week, but I'm hoping within a few months to drop that down to 2. So next year, I'll probably only have to go out when we're filming. And then the year after that, I may not have to go out anymore. I still have the same job. It's with the same company, if you want to call it that, but because I've put so much focus on solidly growing the income that comes from the YouTube channels, that's justified my shift from full-time working a job that I don't wish on anybody to doing something that I absolutely love, which is being surrounded by computer screens all day. So forgive the fact that I'm making the story about me. I just want to show you a real life example. When somebody says, I wish I could do YouTube full time, my bet is that 2 years from now, I will be doing YouTube full time. And it won't be just because, oh, the guy's making so much money off his channel. That's not how that works, right? Eventually, I know we look at Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and a few other people and think, what a dream, right? Wouldn't it be wonderful? But if you could build a solid, strong, reliable income from your online activity that could supplement that first and eventually possibly take over your full-time income, wouldn't that be wonderful? That's kind of the idea that I want to just put across. So you can just take that, like everything else that we talk about here, and consider it in any way that you want. It's just an idea, but I just wanted to put forth that way of thinking about it. Because I promise you, I don't next week want to pick up a shovel and a pickaxe and go out doing concrete and asphalt and all the other horrible things I have to do. But I do, because, basically it seems we all have to work, right? And eventually, as I work very hard for other people, as well as a little bit for myself, things will change over. So it's just an idea, like I said. But when I hear from people who say, I want to do YouTube full time, I wish I could quit my job and just do this, please consider the idea of hanging on to that job and building it up slowly. Now, pardon me, because I've missed almost everything that's in the chat. Mashel, am I pronouncing that right? Mashel Lockerson Vlog channel is growing, but very slowly. Some do. Some do. But again, it just, some of this depends on, or some of what matters depends on what you want to get out of YouTube, right? So I know that money is something that's a big thing. A lot of us think about being monetized for different reasons. Some of us want it for a supplemental income. Some of us want it to finance other things. And some people are trying to move full time. And I just think it takes a lot longer than a lot of people think. I think it takes for the average person 100,000 subscribers. So you can see what a long road that is. It doesn't have to. I'm just saying that it can, right? But you have to build value. You got to put a lot of consideration into the business side of it. And then, pardon me, I'm almost missing something in the chat. We had another gifted membership. All that fluff and stuff gifted a membership, and that was picked up by Pauline's Lifestyle. So Pauline's Lifestyle, I've got you on the wheel now. And all that fluff and stuff, I'm going to move up. They'll be up after all that, after First Floor Audio. We still got a couple of channels to go through. So Butler Family Farm dropped a super chat, and Don Ray B gifted some memberships as well. And I really do appreciate all this extra generous support today. And that's wonderful. G-World United Gaming, that's wonderful that you that YouTube is able to do that for you. And then, so Travel or Bust, like I said, 970 subscribers. I didn't mean to spin the wheel there. We're going to have to make that count now too. Pardon me. I accidentally clicked. Oh, luckily it came to Butler Family Farm, who's up next anyway, because I the wheel is, the odds are ever in my favor for that. Travel or Bust, 970 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,000 because they're really, really close now, and it's wonderful to know that you're going to get it. I know you can see that right now. They're bringing us a lot of cruising content lately, specifically from celebrity, which I happen to be the tiniest sliver of familiar with. And then, like I said, with live streams, this might be something that continues as well, so we'll keep our eye on the channel for that. I missed a super chat. Pardon me for that. Thank dear goodness that Scratch and PPA caught that. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, if not more, and Scratch and PPA manages to catch a lot of these. And my goodness, thank you for that, because I would have missed it completely. So Renique TV, right after Butler Family Farm, you're going to be put up. And yeah, somehow I missed that. It seems to not have registered. Did I get that right? Yeah, pardon me for that. Okay, Renique TV is going to be up right after Butler Family Farm. I'm building quite a list here now as well. And then Arizona Street Media. Is it time for a Pepsi break? Don't make me show you the Monster Energy drink that's right in front of me. Nobody saw that, I hope. And but Arizona Street Media has done that many times before. So it will be at some point Pepsi time. So thank you for that. And then when we look at Lenny the Lawyer Live, he's dropping another super chat. And yeah, there's no shortcut, that's for sure. Oh yeah, consistency is a big part of it. It really is. For those of you who happen to be connected on my personal channel, you'd probably laugh if you looked at it and said, why did the guy not put out a video for almost a year? I put out almost no videos all of last year. I did a few live streams. I went and chased some important content that did manage to get me a bunch of subscribers who don't seem to be coming back for anything else, which is fine. But you know, you might look at that and say, what on earth is going on? And I tell everybody it takes a month to get the momentum back, and I promise you it does. Now things are starting to move a little bit because I've been consistent. But, you know, I don't have my sights set on being full-time YouTube really ever. It's meant to be a piece of the puzzle for me personally. Nikki D Music and more, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Mukbang Tetris, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think that channel's here for the first time, and I could be mistaken. So forgive me if that's the case. But hopefully you're feeling welcome either way, and for anybody that's brand new, our instructions that are in our video description. Now, Butler Family Farm dropped a super chat earlier, so we're putting that channel on right away. I'm just going to take this latest video that they've put in their featured position, and I'm going to look at that afterwards. I put that in my catch-up list so I can catch up with them. Butler Family Farm is getting very close to 1,100 subscribers, but they were doing something cool earlier today. They had this live stream going on where they had what I might call a livestock cam, right? They were showing baby goats, and we could kind of just see them doing their thing, right? Running around, walking around, and hanging around. And sometimes those types of things can draw an audience over a long period of time. When we talk about wildlife or pets and things like that, where there's always action, right? You don't want to like enclose them, but I'm just saying, if they're in an area and you can film it, it's very possible that that is content that people will just become attracted to. And it doesn't have to be young people. You know, I know a lot of times we find children really excited about seeing farms and seeing livestock, and especially pets and things like that. But even on these channels, you get people who just, you know, will put it on and leave it on kind of thing, right? Somebody, you know, for argument's sake, this might sound ridiculous the way I'm putting it, but somebody who, you know, wishes they had goats and doesn't yet have goats might put that on a TV in their house while they're doing other things and just let the goats run around in what looks like the backyard or something like that, right? Anything's possible. Well, we've seen a lot of this, you know. I'm lucky to say now I've been on YouTube for about 6 years, and even in the Superchat family, our 1-year anniversary is coming up next Sunday, and our 3-year anniversary, and we've seen a lot of channels do a lot of different things. Lark's Homesteadish is doing something similar. We're going to feature that channel shortly. So this is something I want to keep my eye on and see what you're going to do with this, because I think it might have been a good idea. Your analytics will tell, the views will tell, and you know, this and that, but I think it was a good idea. I'm glad to see channels experimenting with things. Lots of panelists on a lot of live streams here as well. Familiar faces there. Butler Family Farm's on 116 acres. Am I right? Yeah, 116 acres. And then when we look at their shorts videos, we're going to see that these are getting into the thousands of views now, which is great. When we get into the videos, they've got a couple others. I took this one for now in my catch-up list, but I'll have to catch up again with them afterwards. But it's great that you're putting out content so frequently as well. So thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Renique TV is brand new to Super Chat today, and forgive me for not catching your super chat earlier. One of our moderators, Scratch and PPA, luckily is a godsend for us here in Super Chat and happens to catch a lot of that, and they were able to catch that after I missed it. Now, I don't usually watch videos while I live stream, and let me just double check that this is the right Renique TV. It is. There's no content on the channel, so I'm going to try subscribing anyway, and we'll see what happens. But the next time that you're here, hopefully people will connect. The best idea I have for you is to reach out to other creators. This goes for anybody that's fairly new to Super Chat. If you support others first, they'll be able to go and find your comments and get right to your channel and support you back. But you might just want to kindly remind everybody to double check after they connect with you, if after you've put out a bit of content, so that they can make sure that those connections stick. Thank you, the Bullock Experience, especially for the kind words. Come Hither with Heather is also here. I saw them doing a collaboration with Gloria's Platter today or yesterday. And then, yeah, YouTube Police, it's tough to get to that channel. Have you got, so YouTube Police, the best idea is to reach out to others first, but if you have whatever your most popular video is, or one of your most popular videos, something we can use from a title as a keyword, like if you did a Minecraft video, we might say like YouTube Police Minecraft, and it might help it come up. We find that often. I think what I'll do for them right now, I'm just going to do something in the background here. I'm just going to give you the handle for YouTube Police, if anybody wants to connect with them. I'm not yet connected with you, but I'm going to do something here in the background as well. I'm just going to subscribe for now, and I'll try to take care of the rest of that later. And pardon me while I'm doing things in the background while we're still working on these here. But Renique TV, 22 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can give this creator a warm welcome into the Super Chat family. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. So when we look next at Don Ray B, we see a creator who now, for the I don't know how many time, has gifted 5 memberships today. So I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Don Ray B is somebody who wants to encourage and inspire others. Oh, my dear goodness, I keep spinning the wheel. I didn't mean to do that again. Pardon me. So AceFlaw1 will be the first channel that will come up off of the wheel. I think I've already missed something, but hopefully we'll be able to make that up afterwards. Don Ray B says on her banner, each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. And that kind of gives you an idea into the character of the creator behind the channel, because they are somebody who wants to inspire and encourage others to go after whatever it is that might be a dream that you want to make come true, because they're doing that right now. They have done that. They're bringing us along for that journey. So they moved to a 4-acre property and are now engaging in all sorts of homesteading activities and bringing us along for the ride in their videos. So I've just taken the latest one. I've put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. I'm just going to look at the shorts videos right now. We see that these are starting to get into over 2,000 views, which is great. And then you can see the variety of videos from this creator, sometimes on screen and then sometimes giving us a look around with their homesteading activity. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Live streams might be an idea for the future. And right now they have 472 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then YouTube Police pop-up live. Okay, I might take one of those messages out though. And then Don Ray B, like I said, gifted memberships again. This is the, I don't know how many times, forgive me, I've actually lost count of how many times they've done that, but they gifted 5 memberships. So next up is going to be First Floor Audio. And we'll see what they've got going on. Thank you again, Don Ray B. I really do appreciate that extra generosity again. Oh, you got to find a way to deal with weeds? Yeah, in Canada here, I don't want to whine about it as if I know what I'm talking about, because I don't. But my understanding is that we're not allowed to use any of the good weed-killing chemicals and things like that anymore. So a lot of times people, like, we've even considered going to cross the border just to buy some of the good stuff, come back, and then be able to have that available when we have to deal with that kind of thing as well. First Floor Audio has 1,100 subscribers. Now, Lee from the UK behind this channel is a talented music producer. He actually performs and sings as well, and he allows us to interact and influence him while he live streams. And it's really incredible to see what he can come up with. I went in there one day and he literally did a Tuber Chat song for like 3 minutes while I was there just for fun. And it's really cool. He often has StreamYard panelists up with him as well. Mind Forked is there and a few other familiar faces. But this creator also makes all their music available on their channel and then puts it as individual videos as well as compilations in this series called Radio 1FA. So I'm hoping everybody will connect with them and be able to catch them for a live stream soon. Now, I know it's been a while since I've caught you for a live stream. These are long, at 3.5 hours. But I'm going to take one of them and put them in my put it in my catch-up list anyway, because we are here again not until Tuesday, so I've got lots of time to let that run. Emotion is in the house. That is a longtime dear friend, but someone who's here as a moderator and a gold member. So we see his link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, and his channel is seen every day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Whispers from the Dark, good to see you here. And then, yeah, there's a lot of people here in the chat. For anybody that's brand new, my suggestion is just to keep track of who you're connecting with, but you can take your time. Just reach out to people one by one. There's always new people coming in. There's always people who've been with us for years. You'll always have over 100 people coming through in every Tuber Chat live stream. Way too many people to ever connect with. So if you just take your time, meet people one by one, then I'm sure you'll have a lot of... you'll be happy afterwards with connecting to probably anywhere from 8 to 10 people every time you're here, maybe even a few more. And then, Roadhog, thank you for coming in. You just picked up a gifted membership today, but they've been a member before. So Roadhog's on the wheel right now, and thank you for the highlighted milestone message. And then First Floor Audio, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Lee. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Let's get all that fluff and stuff up here from Australia. This is a creator who now will be entering the winter months, and all that fluff and stuff is used to bringing us content on the water, actually. Mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, a lot of shorts. They use shorts to promote their long form content. They've given us that as a tip a long time ago, but then they also collaborate with other creators. They've taken us out on the water for live streams. They've collaborated with other creators as well. Let me just see what else you've got here. First of all, let's look at the shorts. These have started to get into well over 10,000 views, a couple of these, which is great. Lots with thousands on the way up. The channel's now over 3,000, and you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through to get to 3,000 and beyond. And my pleasure, Whispers from the Dark. A lot of times I say things that are pretty generic because I'm working on, well, I'll use an excuse, so pardon me, but while I'm working on the computer, sometimes I have a playlist running, and I'll just fire comments through there really quickly if I'm not able to pay attention, or if I'm not able to sit and actually watch. But I try to watch as much as I can. one of the tricks I use is this catch-up list that I use, which I just did for all that fluff and stuff. I just took this video, put it in this playlist that I use. What will happen is I run that every day that I remember to run it, but I run it every day, and what I do is I order the videos by the time. So the shortest videos are at the top. So if there's a 1 minute one, 2 minute one, 3 minute one, and so on. And the longest ones are at the end. The reason why is because if I've only got an hour to sit there and watch, or half an hour, whatever it's going to be, I can get through as many videos as possible while I'm able to sit and watch. When I no longer have time, I let the playlist run. Everybody still gets their watch hours, and I'm sure everybody's happy for that. But it's my pleasure to be there for anybody whenever I can. I do as much as I can, of course, and as long as all of us are doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see that in the stories that I tell here always. Arizona Street Media is a longtime friend, and this is somebody who takes us to some interesting places. And Arizona Street Media, I'm just going to grab your latest modular home for sale video and I put this in my catch-up list, but I haven't seen your shorts yet, so I want to see what you're doing with these because it's been a little while. These are already getting over 1,000 views, which is great. You got quite a few of these, and Arizona Street Media is also known to take us out on a lot of live streams, so I haven't caught you for a live stream for a while, but hopefully I will again soon. Arizona Street Media has changed their name on their channel once about a year ago, but they've actually been a friend of probably 2.5 years, maybe even a little bit longer. And a dear friend, and they dropped a super chat earlier, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done it many times. They tell me it's Pepsi time, and then it's time for me to go and get a Pepsi, so I will. I have to be honest, I'll probably get it tomorrow, not today, but I will do it. And then I'm spinning the wheel, even though I've got to put Ace Flaw 1 up, but we'll let this count, and we'll see who's coming up right after Ace Flaw 1, except for Don Ray B has already been up because they gifted 5 memberships again today. So they bought me an extra moment here, so thank you for that. And then let's think about taking a break for 3 minutes. We'll come back with Ace Flaw 1. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're back in 3 minutes. Alright, we're back in looking at AceFlaw1. This is a creator named Andy who brings us travel-based content, and he's been a friend of over 3 years. He was actually with me, I think it's 3.5 years. He was with me for the Playlist Buddies experiments before we even started streaming on Superchat 3 years, ago. And AceFlaw1 now has over 4,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 4,200 subscribers that he's thinking about. But it's wonderful to see that after all this time, we have creators that literally have been connected since before the beginning of Superchat, been with us from the start, and still coming around to support other creators and, connect in the right way. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to AceFlaw1. Like I said, this is a creator who's a loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now that we're back. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. She Stole My Thunder is coming up right now from Montreal. Or soon, and I see that All That Fluff and Stuff is gifting another membership. Rosalind Brinson will be happy to have that, so thank you for that. You'll notice every time a super chat or a gifted membership happens, Bautissimo comes in and drops a link quickly, just in case anybody wants to grab that and connect with All That Fluff and Stuff right away. Boy, the wheel is full today. Having trouble even finding names. She Stole My Thunder is coming up right now. I actually caught She Stole My Thunder today for a live stream. They were doing another movie review, actually. She Stole My Thunder reviews books, art, movies, and more on their channel. You see that from the banner that they have here. I'm going to take their latest book haul, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list as well. And then when we look at their shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into a couple hundred views. That will likely continue. Hopefully they'll put out a lot more of those. And then when we look at live streams, I caught them today, but She Stole My Thunder might also give us helpful videos in between a lot of the books, art, and movies. So this is a video right here. This particular live stream was helping us learn how to make thumbnails with a popular free program and app called Canva. And then She Stole My Thunder as well happens to be a photographer with an almost unlimited number of photos available, first of all on Instagram, but also on Flickr. So they talk about that during their videos and streams as well. The idea of going to, let's say, an art gallery or a museum or place like that, and trying to capture good photography with crowds around and things like that. So She Stole My Thunder definitely has a lot to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by. This creator is now approaching 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone, and they're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We see them pretty much every day here. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is another creator, one of the very first that I'd met in the small YouTuber community. So I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years and then got introduced to a handful of different creators. First of all was Nate Vlog and the Hoops Family Network, and they started introducing me to people like AceFlaw1, Jeremy D-Day, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, Brown Girl Bella, Elevate with Vern, and many others. But Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been with me from the start. This creator, as a matter of fact, was so supportive of me and of us in the first 6 months after I connected with them, that they were featured as the very first creator chosen out of the Superchat family on episode number 2. And their other channels have been featured since, because they've got a handful of them now. But you can see that this creator is doing fantastic. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. It's pure variety on Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. A lot of live streaming, a lot of shorts videos. And then, like I said, he's got a few different channels. So I'm going to show you one of those right now. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream is where he plays a lot of different types of games. One of which is this 8-ball pool that a lot of people are familiar with. I just happen to have played that many times before. We collaborated on his channel, so if you search out Superchat on this channel, you actually see us play for an hour together. I caught him late night when he was just starting a stream one day. But Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend all this time, since before the start of Superchat even. We're coming up on our 3rd anniversary next weekend, and it's interesting, I keep saying it, but I hope you take inspiration from the stories that I tell, in the idea that creators are out there willing to support you literally for years if you could just meet them, right? And that's what we're here for. So, Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up right now, and this is another creator who brings us delicious looking content. She's been making frequent appearances here as well, but she's been another friend of at least 3 years. I think she's been with us. I can't remember now whether she's been with us since before Superchat started or right at the beginning, but it's one or the other. Jewel in the Kitchen's got a lot of familiar faces you can see on our front page here. And then I'm just going to take your latest video that you've got in the featured position. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's just, again, a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And a lot of shorts videos on the channel as well. We see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams are something that not only they do, but they collaborate with others on as well. Many of our friends in the Superchat family have had collaborations with Jewel in the Kitchen in StreamYard panels and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them and inspired by, pardon me, as well as entertained, because of what they've been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond, and they're approaching 3,400 now. Abandoned Exploring Mike is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on for today. They were here at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure if they're still here, but Abandoned Exploring Mike is somebody who's going to take us out on explorations of abandoned locations. I'm going to take the video that they've got in their featured position here. Again, I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And let's look at the About page for this channel. Urban Explorer of abandoned buildings in Yorkshire and surrounding areas. Always on the search for new and better places to explore. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing what I'm talking about. They've got some shorts videos here as well. We'll see what these have got going on. See, this is not the video that I was talking about, but this is, oh, maybe it is actually. This is a, like, I wouldn't do that. I don't know how many people would, but abandoned or not abandoned, I don't crawl into small spaces like that. So there's a lot of entertaining things here that I know for a fact I would never have seen with my own eyes. So I'm looking forward to what more Abandoned Exploring Mike's going to come up with. But hopefully everybody will enjoy what you find when you get there. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in another moment. Oh, YouTube police, I can't imagine so. Thank you for the thought. When we share on a community tab, like even on Tuber Chat, so I share every 2 hours, right, for the most part, and I split those up. I mix them up between supporters here in the Tuber Chat family, a lot of members, a lot of Super Chatters, but a lot of creators that are also supportive outside of those monetary ways, right? And I mix them up, but I only share once every couple of hours because I believe that YouTube's going to take the time to show those posts. And if we go any farther than that, I think that like even once every 2 hours is probably too much. But we want to let the post get a little bit of exposure. And as much as I appreciate it, like for anybody that's going to share in any place at all, I'll appreciate it, of course. But more than once is more than enough for sure. But we can't be 100% positive. Community posts on YouTube are a really weird thing. And the reason why is because it's the only thing that doesn't have a measurable statistic out of the social networks right in front of us. So the way that community posts are designed is to have people click right onto the link and go right into the video. They don't stop. They don't give a thumbs up. They don't comment. Once in a blue moon, you get a like or a comment, and it can trick you into thinking that people are not interacting with your post. But I believe, and I'm sure I'm right about this one, but I believe that more people are interacting with our posts than we think are, because we see the results. I actually saw a channel grab 250 subscribers in one day from community posts. So that's an idea, right? I think they're more powerful than we think they are. They might not be quite as powerful as I think they are. Ghostly Wins is here from Australia as well. He brings retro gaming, both from systems like Nintendo and Sega. Even though I grew up with these systems myself, this creator's still been able to introduce me to many games I wasn't already familiar with. Pardon me. So I'm going to take the latest Sega Genesis Mega Bomberman video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Ghostly Winds has been a dear friend for a long time, well over 2.5 years now. And once in a while, you will find friends on YouTube. We use the word family all the time because it really does start to feel like that. The way people have your back, the way people look out for you, the way they take interest in your channel, your content, and what you're doing. The kind of people who, like, you know, if you disappear for a day or two, they're actually like wondering how you are or where you are and things like that. But for different reasons, there are different stories I have about different friends and, you know, my friendship with them. But Ghostly Winds is somebody who I know truly has my back. They truly care about their friends. They truly care about not only their own YouTube journey, but other people's as well. Now, one of the things about this creator as well, though, is when you get into a live stream with Ghostly Winds, you can basically feel the energy and excitement in this creator while they're playing. They definitely give you a warm welcome. They've got a great community around them, but I've caught them many times for live streams, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. So Ghostly Winds now is approaching 800 subscribers. They are very well known as, first of all, somebody who always has creative things to say about the Wheel of Doom here, but also they're responsible for naming my catch-up list, with which I keep caught up with creators, like I did put one of their videos into right now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Oh, it could be all that fluff and stuff. Yes, they're all, every network's ripping each other off. It's funny, you know, somebody probably 10 years before I started told me that I should start making YouTube videos. He goes, you want to make money online? Do YouTube videos. And I'm like, I got no time for that. Nobody can do video on the phone. That's like, it's too long away. I'm not going to bother with that. You know, you couldn't have done the things we do now back then because it didn't exist. Growth streams didn't exist until about a year before Superchat started. There's lots of them out there. Superchat is nowhere near the first. There was lots that I learned from before I started with this channel, but they didn't exist back then. And I was just wrong about that. I was wrong about how big YouTube was going to be, or at least I didn't care at the time. But they all end up ripping each other off. So between like the reels, even YouTube now, for those of you who've noticed, there's a setting called live reactions, so that if people are watching on their phone, they can give you hearts or whatever. It's going to be similar to TikTok and stories and everything else. So they're all just going to keep taking from each other until the lines are so blurred between what network belongs to what format, or however you want to put it. It's becoming confusing. I do have an experiment I just did, though, putting a lot of videos out. I shouldn't say a lot, but I put 16 videos out over 16 days as YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram and Facebook Reels, Pinterest, and Twitter, so that I could see how they would do on the different platforms. So I'm going to try to get together some data. If it's appropriate, I'll make a video. If not, I'll just tell everybody the story here. But see how that stuff went. I put out a post the other day on my personal channel as well, so you can get the playlist of the Shorts videos, and you can see how it went with that experiment. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, all that fluff and stuff. I forget about those limits. Remember, TikTok started with short videos, and then now you can do up to, I think, 9 minutes. It might have even expanded since then. And First Floor Audio. Yeah, I started my YouTube channel years and years and years ago. I don't even remember when I started it, but it was long before I ever did anything with it. When it comes to social networks, I tend to sign up for almost everything just to see how they work. Cruise Vet Adventures is here with 210 subscribers. This is a creator who's going to take us inside and outside of cruise ships to give us not only their opinion, but thorough tours and tips and tricks for our own cruising travels. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got a brand new video. I thought I took this yesterday. See, I must have not gone through my whole catch-up list. I thought I did. But I've got that video ready to go. I will get through it before we're back on Tuesday. But Cruise Vet Adventures does a great job of giving us tours particularly, but they will give us their outright opinion as well, which is really cool to see. They've been doing some StreamYard panels with creators as well, so hopefully these are going to continue. And Cruise Vet Adventures has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding TuberChat many, 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 many months ago now. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Growing What I Eat is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And Growing What I Eat has 261 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're thinking about. We actually just featured this channel. So we got a good chance to get a look at them. We'll look at their shorts again and see what they got going on. They're crossing over 2,000 views now. Live streams are something they've been doing occasionally, so maybe they'll keep those up. And then garden updates along with tips and tricks are coming from this creator regularly as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Bantoom, good to see you in the house. Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek is a longtime friend. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We're moving a little bit faster now. Again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another few creators into TuberChat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share the bud files. I'm going to add you to the wheel. Come Hither with Heather is coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we are back and we're looking at Come Hither with Heather. This is another friend from Australia, and on this channel, more than anything else, we're going to get paranormal investigations, explorations of abandoned locations, and a little bit more variety from this creator. So when I go through the videos, I see that they've put out something brand new. I'm just going to grab that. I've got it from yesterday in my catch-up list there. I will catch up before Tuesday. And then when we look at the shorts videos, we're going to see that they're getting over 2,000 views now, which is great. And then live streams are something they do frequent. I'm going to show you another channel in a quick second here. But Come Hither with Heather is also known to do a little bit of variety. I actually even joined them on their channel not too long ago. I forget how long ago it was. Wow, it might be 6 months already. Maybe it's longer. Why do I feel like it might be way, way, way longer? It's way longer. I'm not even thinking. Oh my dear goodness. Pardon me. So Come Hither with Heather, because I remember they were advocating for Scratch and PPA to get his watch hours. So yeah, it must have been well over a year. My goodness, why is the time flying so fast? And then when we get to the homepage on this channel, we see that Werner's Adventures is featured here. These two creators are partners, and we find similar content. They support each other wholeheartedly. What we find is these creators will often live stream together or be featured in each other's videos. I've also got their latest video in my catch-up list as well. I must have cut that off switching accounts today or something, and I'll have to get through it before Tuesday, but I've got those videos lined up ready to go. And Werner's Adventures brings us more explorations of abandoned locations, and now over 1,400 subscribers. So hopefully everybody will connect with these creators. They are both generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Home Bartending with John is coming up. This is another creator who's here with us every single day, and I see them out not only just in premieres and live streams chats, supporting others, also on StreamYard panels, generously sharing content in that way as well. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then yes, another whole year older. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm sitting there like as I'm starting to talk about it, I can see that I'm way off, way off. Home Bartending with John. I'm not sure about this review. If I put that away yesterday, I did. I've got it ready to go. I will catch up with that before Tuesday. Home Bartending with John's been doing a lot of reviews lately. Sometimes he's by himself. Most of the time he's by himself, but sometimes he's got a collaborator with him so that we get a couple of opinions on the different types of things that he's reviewing. Now, what I find most compelling about this channel, though, is that Home Bartending with John is going to teach us how to make some of the most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have an elaborate home bar setup like what Home Bartending with John has got going on here, but he is going to show us what it takes to keep this replenished. He's going to show us the tools we need behind the bar if we want to make rich and flavorful cocktails. He's very considerate about the audience, so he shows us different variations and different recipes for many of the cocktails that he shows us how to make, as well as he comes up with lists of, for instance, low-calorie cocktails or non-alcoholic mocktails, or he will do comparisons of different types of liquors and spirits and things like that. He's also got some shorts videos, and these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. That will likely continue. And he takes requests on his channel. He's already done at least a couple for me. Pardon me. So I hope everybody will connect with Home Bartending with John. You will certainly be happy for the support that comes back from him. 386 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him towards the 400 that he's thinking about. And then My Flock is Everywhere is coming up. That's another creator who's been here for a while today. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, we're doing great at 92 already. But they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Michael's Adventures keeps alcohol in the freezer. I always keep Bailey's in there. Bailey's is something that I have now. It's a weird thing. My son doesn't drink much of anything at all. I don't drink much at all now. I did when I used to work in bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. But I barely do now. But my son and I always have Bailey's on Christmas. But it stays in the freezer. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but we do it anyway. My Flock is Everywhere is up here right now. This is a creator. Now, see, I've got your video. I remember this from yesterday. I'll Never Quit. I've got that in my catch-up list still as well. So like I said, I just got to rerun that probably between tomorrow and Tuesday when we're back. But My Flock is Everywhere is an incredibly supportive creator. Now, it's interesting to see the different content that they've got right now, but I noticed that this creator also happens to be involved in a lot of communities where we find content relating to the unexplained. So whether we're talking about UFOs or whether we're talking about cryptids or newsworthy content and things like that, My Flock is Everywhere is incredibly supportive. And here in the Superchat family, they're with us almost every day as well. They've got shorts videos getting over a couple thousand views now, and live streams are something they're doing frequently. So they got a couple set up here. They've got one coming up tomorrow, and then one a couple of days after that. So that'll be cool. Hopefully we'll catch them. And My Flock is Everywhere, like I said, incredibly supportive, and they have been for a long time. So let's spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel up here. And then, yeah, Just Jason Keto, it can be distracting. See, what I used to try to describe to people, I worked in nightclubs and bars for a long time, and some of the biggest ones in the around Toronto area. So world-class nightclubs and stuff like that. And it got, like life was a party for a while. But it's funny because, even the doctor would say, like, hey, do you drink a lot? And I'm like, yeah, but only at work. Which is the opposite of what you'd expect from most people, right? I'm like, well, I don't drink on, like, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. It's just Thursday, Friday, Saturday when I'm working, and we go overboard, right? And it's just because everything's on the house or whatever. But it's a long time since then. I think I've been out of that game for the most part for well beyond 10 years now. Unstable TV is up right now with 21,000 subscribers. So not only did they pass the 20,000 subscribers that came up really fast for these creators, but now they're blown right beyond 21,000. VS Speaks Royally, good to see you in the house. They're making me laugh because they're talking to Kristen. And I've got VS Speaks Royally on the wheel. When we look at Unstable TV, these creators are a couple from Ireland. Now, they have an incredible dynamic between them. The chemistry is out of this world. And I think that is the biggest reason why, one of the biggest reasons why they've blown up so much. Because we saw this channel go from its beginning all the way up this far. They really hooked in to a great formula for them. A lot of times it happens to be reactions, but not everybody could just do a reaction to everything or anything and have it fly. That's not how that works. But these creators put a lot of time and effort into research, into coming up with the right ideas so that a lot of videos will fly. Now, I'm just going to take the latest one. I put this into my catch-up list, but when I go to the videos page and I show you how popular some of these have gotten, they're getting into the couple of 100,000 views now. So it becomes no surprise that these creators have had a channel blow past 21,000 now and still come back to support creators who are just starting out on their YouTube journey, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Shorts videos, they started on this channel and now have gotten into the thousands of views. They've done some live streams as well. I'm hoping I can catch them for one of these again shortly. But I'm going to show you their second channel. Unstable TV Shorts is where they're experimenting specifically with shorts videos right now. 354 subscribers already, and we'll see how it's going for them. They're getting into the over 10,000 views on some of these already as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them on both channels. Emotion, our dear friend, who is a moderator and a gold member, just gifted a membership to Cricket 208. So we'll see if Cricket 208 is still in the chat. I think they were here at the beginning of the stream. It's time for a Red Bull. Yes, says Arizona Street Media. Once in a blue moon I'll have a Red Bull, but these things are, this is my breakfast every day. I had an extra half of one today. But the Arizona Street Media is going to get me into the Pepsi and the Red Bull tomorrow as well. And then thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. He's done that many times. Unstable TV Shorts, hopefully everybody will connect with. And like I said, these creators are really doing well on both channels. So we're looking forward to what they're going to do with their shorts videos here. They're also very active on the other networks like TikTok and Instagram. So it'll be interesting to see how those work out for these creators as well. Lenny the Lawyer Live, we looked at earlier because he dropped abundant number of super chats. I might have just blown my wheel apart. Oh my dear goodness, I did. I accidentally just clicked on something and I don't think I can get my wheel back. I'm gonna try, pardon me just for a second while I see if there's any chance of getting this done. Oh, I just blew the wheel to smithereens. Okay, pardon me for that. Oh my dear goodness. Okay, let's get a channel up here right now. Michael's Adventures is... actually, I should have put up Emotion, so pardon me. I'll get Emotion up next. That was a mistake. If you notice, I know not everybody can see it. There's a button here close to the top of the wheel that says New. I accidentally clicked that and blew the whole wheel apart. So there's no getting it back. Now I see that there's a save button there. So I'm going to have to learn to... I'm going to have to learn to save that so that I can reopen it again. But I've got to do it all over again now. So Emotion New Soul will be up next. And I just have to apologize to anybody who had already been here, who's not here, who was already on the wheel. We're going to have to start it over. So Christian Nomad is still here. VS Speaks Royally. Foxy's Friends. Now, Michael's Adventures brings us a lot of wildlife videos. As a matter of fact, over 3,000 wildlife videos. And I see a brand new channel in the chat. So forgive me. Oh, is it Red? No, I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. RDB13 Blaster, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Rika Yangu, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Little Ridge Farm, the Bullock Experience, Stace is getting added to the wheel. The Patrol Paranormal, Kristen Walton. That's, if you can believe it, I think that's the first time I've done that in 563 episodes. Or let's say 500, because we started with StreamYard and went to Streamlabs eventually. Cricket 208. If any of our members are still in the chat, like official members, just please say anything at all in the chat if you're still listening or watching, and I'll get your channel onto the wheel. But I literally destroyed the wheel a minute ago, but that's okay. You know, we're all friends here. I'm sure everybody will be patient and forgiving with me, but we will have a chance to get more channels on the wheel and on the screen, I'm sure. Before we go, Stock Explorer is going to have a live stream starting in an hour. Lots of time for us to put lots of channels on the wheel, and then we'll be able to continue meeting new friends and family members when they go. The Stock Explorer, yes, I didn't have you on. And then the Stock Explorer, if you don't mind just watching, I hope you can prepare to go early if you need to. I didn't see your start time. Oh, you're already going early. Don't worry about it. It's perfect. Perfect. If you're already on before we end. So that's they're going to start in half an hour. So we will still cross over if we need to. Michael's Adventures is up here right now with closing in now on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. When he brings us his wildlife videos, that can consist of deer or raccoons. There's some bird watching here, foxes, often in the videos as well. Sometimes he takes us for a story to be told or a look around. He goes to graveyards, cemeteries, places like this, sometimes on vacation, sometimes a look around his area. He might be found playing a game like a slot game on a tablet or lottery scratch tickets as well. And Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube police. And then Michael's Adventures can't be here every day because he works full time, like we were talking about earlier, and he always sends his regards when he can't be here to make sure everybody knows that he's thinking about us. And I appreciate that greatly, but he's been a dear friend for a long time. Now, all of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other as well. One of the things that they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, but they also have their own channels, and they all do different things. They will all allow you to meet new friends and family members when you visit their channels for premieres and live streams. And Emotion has one coming up as well. So he's got one coming up in the next hour also. I hope I didn't arrange to raid that, but I'm quite sure not this time. We try to mix the raids up between different creators, but we know that Emotion will have fresh content on his channel. And then we see that he's passed 3,300 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to 3,000 and beyond. Now, Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. He brings us new soul R&B music. So I'm just going to type into the chat, Emotion New Soul. And this is how we find this creator if you find yourself having trouble. But like I said, his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. The more we search, find, and click on each other, the more we eventually rise up the search results when we have popular names, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this emotion eventually. But he also has a second channel. Now, he's monetized here. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. On this second channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul, we get to see how the music is made and a better look at the man behind the music as well. Both of his channels feature compilations of his original works. He puts his music videos on his original channel. Here we might find premieres or live streams. And then he rounds out both channels with shorts, videos, and some reactions as well. So lots of variety that we get from this talented singer and songwriter. He's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all this time. Lonnie Songs and Other Things is here. It's good to see you in the chat. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. Christian Nomad has been an incredibly supportive creator for a very long time. It's got to be getting on 3 years now, because Christian Nomad has been a silver member since we were monetized, one of our very first members. And for that extra generous support, I'm eternally grateful. But this creator now is approaching 900 subscribers. They're almost halfway at 845 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They typically take us out on travels and stories to be told. They will inspire us in a spiritual way, but look at some of these shorts. My goodness, I can't remember how long ago I looked at these, but one of these is over 9,000 views, which is great. And then live streams are something they had done frequently, but one of the things about Christian Nomad is they very much got involved in experimenting when it came to playlists, watch hours, and things like that. They're somebody who's willing to share their knowledge as well. So for that, I'm also grateful, because we talked a lot about how to, help people get their watch hours, some of the things that we might have been misconceptions, let's say, about different community guidelines and things like that. So I'm just going to take this video that's brand new, actually. Look at this, a brand new video from Christian Nomad, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And, Lost Kitty, oh dear. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. But like I said, I hope you take inspiration from the stories that I tell sometimes about creators who will literally be with you for years. And Christian Nomad is one of those friends, somebody who, has been there for a very long time and gives far more than they expect to receive. And I can't stress that enough. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And then Sean Cody, thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello. Trina's Motivation, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully everybody will connect with Christian Nomad. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you again, Emotion, for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And then Cricket 208 is coming up right now. They picked up that gifted membership, so that's kind of really cool. Again, if there's any members that are still in the chat that haven't been on the wheel yet, that are listening or watching, I'll get you on there right now. Now, Cricket 208's been with us a few times, but this is the first time that we're putting their channel on the screen. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here. Most of these are quite short, and we usually connect with videos that are 3 minutes or longer. But what I'm going to do is take this one that's almost 3 minutes. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So soon I'm going to get some more channels onto our wheel. And that's based on who's been most active in the chat, let's just say, more than anything else. As well, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Thank you, Larks Homesteadish. I'm featuring your channel, and forgive me, I set it up today, but I can't remember which day I'm featuring it for. It's a few days from now, but if you want to look, that's already posted. But Larks Homesteadish has been incredibly supportive as well. Now, the Bullock experience is somebody who's here with us, I think, every day. Actually, pretty close to it. This channel features fishing first, particularly catfishing. But the Bullock experience brings a little bit of variety as well. They took us for a ride-along live stream the other day. Stinky Creek fishing. That's going to be interesting. And 4.5 hours of it I see as well. Now, the Bullock experience has a few different videos on their channel. But they get into shorts videos also. Let's see how these are doing. These are getting into the thousands of views now, which is great. Live streams are frequent. Now, they might just be fishing, or they might be doing StreamYard panels. The conversation can go anywhere once it's been started, but it always starts with fishing on this channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. And then the Bullock Experience has started a second channel called Gaming Experience with Kelly. And this is where we're going to see a variety of different video games, including this that I had not ever seen before, which is Fishing Sims World Pro Tour, which is kind of cool. The gaming family, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. And the Patrol Paranormal, I've still got you on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Gaming Experience with Kelly's actually brought us a few different video games already, starting with Call of Duty and Minecraft. So we'll keep an eye on this channel, see what else is coming. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on that road to the first 100. We know the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. With 34 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 40 they're thinking about today. And then, Rika Yangu. So a channel name can be changed. The only thing is YouTube puts a little bit of restriction on it. So if you do change it, you might not be able to change it again for 2 weeks after. So you just have to keep that in mind and be sure. If you want to let me know how to pronounce it properly, I will try to get it right and then likely be able to remember after as well. And then Stasis here, and this is another creator who picked up a gifted membership today, which is really, really cool. We had a good handful of those come through, and I really do appreciate the extra generous support today. So Stace is getting close to 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They've been with us many times, but I'm still getting to know the channel. So I'm going to take this Happy Mail and prize winnings video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. And then Paul's Green Space, I'm going to put you on the wheel right now because I think you've been here for the whole live stream. And then Stace. Let's see what you've got going on for shorts videos. These are getting into well over a couple thousand views. You're going to be approaching 3,000 soon. And then some live streams might be an idea for the future. They did a monetization celebration. They do paper crafts, and they appreciate all crafty styles. So they might have a lot of different content for us to see in the crafting idea, including some of these Happy Mail and haul videos and some do-it-yourself stuff as well. So I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel even more. But, again, getting close to 1,400 subscribers already. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you in the house. I've caught them many times, usually for premieres, I think, right? Lonnie Songs and Other Things is coming up. They stream, I think, every day. I think Lonnie Songs and Other Things might still be going every day. And let's see what they've got going on for today. Some delicious looking content actually in the shorts videos. Let's look at those first and see how those are doing. Pasta's my favorite, eh? So, and that was a true A. For those of you who didn't already know I'm Canadian, that was authentic. Bantoom is back in the house, and there's Gaming Experience with Kelly, the second channel from the Bullock Experience. So the shorts videos here are getting, one of them's gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. That will likely continue. When we get into the regular videos, most of these are quite short, but I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that'll give me something to get through before Tuesday when we're back. Live streams, maybe they'll pick those up again, but you can see that they typically do these several times a week, maybe not quite every day, but it seemed to me they might be doing it every day. Thank you, Sean Cody. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel onto the screen. If I've missed anything, pardon me, in the chat that anybody's mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Patrol Paranormal is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on for us also. 2,700 subscribers now. They've actually passed it. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther there. We'll be working on 2,800 on this channel soon enough. And I'm just going to hit their About page for a second and see what they have to say. There's quite a bit of information here. I might leave it to you to read. But what I'll do is I'll take one of their videos here. I'm actually going to take a longer one than your latest one, just for the watch minutes. But I'm going to take this Abandoned Hotel Part 1. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I've actually even, we had an influx of paranormal based channels come through a couple of years ago. It's getting on like 2.5 years ago now, when Past Life Explorer and a lot of other creators came through. And I actually went out on a few paranormal investigations with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure. But it's really cool to see some of this content. A lot of it is unexplained. They can help us try to make sense of it. It's great to see you've got some shorts videos going, and hopefully these start to move. It looks like they're going to. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Patrol Paranormal. They've been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Storytime with Uncle Bill is out supporting creators every single day. And Jose Fantasticville, good to see you back in the chat. VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. And when I put so much of a focus on engaged conversation here in the Tuber Chat live streams, VS Speaks Royally is going to give you an example of why that's important. They do a great job of leading conversation on their channel. I'm going to get you to pardon me for another moment here. Shouldn't jinx it, but I can feel the hint of a scratchy throat coming up. The weather changed again, and I know I always blame it on that, but we went from summer weather last week to rain and cooler weather today, and I insist it wreaks havoc on me personally. And let's just see who's with us in the chat right now. It's time for me to start dropping some links for the Stock Explorers live stream that's coming up. They're going to be starting in 15 minutes. Trina's Motivation. Traveling Merton and Sue's been here for a long time. I'm going to put them on the wheel if my copy and paste wants to work. Traveling Merton and Sue. And then as well... Oh, John H. Shelton's in the house. Good to see you here. Sleepy Time Productions is with us. Band Tomb, I know, was here earlier as well. I blew my wheel apart, so I had to put that back together. But we're making do. I'm going to grab the link right now for the live stream from the Stock Explorer. Now, their live chat is already running because they set it in advance. So anybody can hop over there anytime. Nora will likely be on pretty close to the mark in 15 minutes, and then we'll go over there and raid together. Everybody will be able to meet new friends and family members when we're over there, because Nora, the Stock Explorer, is also a moderator and a member here, so they allow people to connect with each other the same way that we do here. Coffee Walks and whatever is coming up on the wheel. Pardon me. Trina's Motivation. If you get monetized with regular videos, can you benefit from shorts and regular videos after? Yes, of course. So the thing is that shorts and regular videos are monetized separately. And you will be able to get monetization for shorts videos. And they divide it up in your analytics system so that you can see where the advertising money is coming from. The reason why they have to do that is more than anything else because when you think about shorts videos, they can't put an ad on every single video. Nobody will watch shorts if they do that, right? For those of us who've been watching things like Instagram Reels and TikTok for the last couple of years and everything else, you know that you usually see like 3 or 4 videos before an ad shows up. They have to do the same thing with shorts to keep the viewers in mind. So they have to split up the ad money based on who's shorts videos have been in between the advertisements and things like that. So they're monetized separately from regular videos, because when it comes to regular videos, but depending on how long they are, you can have multiple ads in one video. So it's kind of the opposite. Watch hours is a totally different story, but if you're just talking about monetization and money itself, then you can gain from both. And the biggest benefit comes when your shorts videos complement your long form content, so that the subscribers that are sure to come in from your shorts videos will hopefully stay once they get there. That's the idea. So what happens is, Trina's Motivation is asking about the 10 million. There's two paths to monetization now. You could choose which one you want. You can go after 4,000 hours of watch time on regular videos, or you can go for 10 million views in 90 days on shorts, but YouTube will let you enter the YouTube Partner Program with either of those, as long as you have 1,000 subscribers. The reason why is because they're pushing shorts so much, and they want people creating them, so they have to give people a reason to do it. Because some people who, let's say, are used to Instagram and TikTok may not want to make longer videos. They might just be like, look, I just want to do what I do on TikTok, but I'll do it on YouTube. If that's the case, they have to give them a way to come in as well. That's not set, don't take that as gospel. It's not something that's written anywhere. It's just my guess, not even barely an opinion. And can you make money only from doing shorts? So yes, you can. Now, I'm not sure how lucrative it is, but it seems to me that because shorts get an abundant number of views a lot of the time, that it can be significant when it comes to AdSense, right? A lot of people are going to find with their YouTube channels, this goes for everybody, but a lot of us are going to find that the AdSense money that comes on your YouTube channel is actually the smallest part of the income. From what I've seen so far, memberships take the cake by a landslide. Other than that, super chats, we've all seen that on different channels. They can make up a big, abundant part of your monetization. AdSense comes in there somewhere, and then if you get into affiliate programs like Amazon and these other ones, then that's a path to some money as well. You can make money from a lot of different avenues, and then not to mention, if you're somebody with a business or somebody who sells stuff, you have the opportunity to have that as well. You can get into other subscription services like Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon and everything else also. Florida Claimers Ted, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And if anybody needs me to clarify any of that, I'll do my best. I'm certainly not an authority. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And then I just wish for us to discuss these ideas here so that we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. VS Speaks Royally talks about the royal family more than anything else. And you'll find that especially in their live streams, where I say they lead conversation very, very well. And they always engage conversation everywhere that they go. Also, whether it's premieres, live streams, or here in Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful. But when you engage true conversation, you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, and this is a reason why YouTube pushes content out. They know that the content must be engaging because people are actually having conversations in there, right? When you see VS Speaks Royally specifically for a live stream, you'll get an idea of that. The channel's been growing rapidly. They've had a busy 8 or 9 months or so. Their shorts videos are getting into the thousands of views, but you can see that their live streams do extremely well also. I catch them frequently. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure you will. They're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have for a long time. So Rika Yangu, yeah, it can take a long time for people to get into subscriptions, especially when it's outside of YouTube, because there's a lot of people who don't know what Buy Me a Coffee is. There's a lot of people who don't know what Patreon is. I forget about that myself all the time. I was talking to somebody one day, a longtime friend of probably 10 years, and I did their website for them and everything like that a long, long time ago. And I was talking to them, and I said, oh, you're dealing with a lot of contractors and things like that. You guys need to get on Homestars. And he said, well, what's Homestars? And I said, well, it's like Yelp, but it's for contractors. And he said, well, what's Yelp? And I'm like, yeah, I forgot. Not everybody lives with social media at the forefront of their life every day like I do. So I forget that, right? And Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon, all these other services that are out there now are going to take some time to really get up to speed where you get large amounts of people. Now, if you're able to promote it, that's great. And then eventually when you do have it, I'm sure there will be a day where you're aiming for monetization or you're aiming for a certain amount of income and it's going to go beyond. Because everything grows over time. Your super chats grow, your memberships grow. If you have Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, they will probably grow. A lot of creators put PayPal or Venmo or what's the other, Cash App on their profiles as well. I'm in Canada, so we have different ones. Pardon me, the gaming family, I'm having trouble catching their channel. I'm hoping they're still here. They got that bright red avatar. I'm hoping I can get to them just by searching. I'm going to drop the link for the Stock Explorers live stream again. That's coming up in about 10 minutes. Jedi Cameron's in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. There's a link. Anybody can go over anytime. Yeah, Trina's motivation. See, I just happen to be very much an enthusiast when it comes to social media. I literally sign up for every network that I find, almost every network that I find. Captain in the squad, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. The gaming experience, I'm just going to have to see if you're still here. Or sorry, the gaming family is what I meant to see. Oh, there you are. Okay, there you are. Pardon me. I'm just going to get to your channel by its link, and I'm going to give everybody the handle so that they can get to you. This is what I mean about when we find channels with popular names. The ones that are the hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. But if we use even the handle, that might help a little bit. But the more we search, find, and click on them, the easier they'll come up. The gaming family is fairly new to us, but they'll likely be familiar soon. Oh, yeah, all that fluff and stuff. You know, I promise you this. The first year that I started YouTube, when our stuff started to move, and, you know, I ran channels for other people. I still run a few channels for one other person. But when those started getting monetized, right, and money started coming in, I was telling everybody they need to do a YouTube channel. We'd be eating dinner. I'd be telling the waitress she needs to do a YouTube channel. Kristen and I went to Ottawa on a tour boat thing, and I was telling the girl, you got to start a YouTube channel and everything else. And it took me a while to get over that and stop barking up, you know, everybody's tree about getting a YouTube channel started, because it's not for everybody. 1 out of 1,000 people, probably, I'm guessing, it's not a real number, but I only think 1 out of 1,000 people will ever even make a YouTube video or try making a channel. That's it. And a lot of people just make one video, they never do it again. A lot of people aren't doing what we're doing. That's why when you look at the idea that there's 50 million channels on YouTube, there's probably much more now, but at last count, last year, there was 50 million channels. That doesn't include supporters, of which there's like 2 billion monthly active users or something like that on YouTube, right? There's so many channels, it's ridiculous. But you might wonder to yourself, well, why does Superchat only have, 30 people in the chat or 40 people in the chat or whatever? Because it's not for everybody, right? Not to mention, even when somebody starts a channel, they might not want to do this. I had somebody come in, if you could believe it, it's a long time ago now, but I had somebody come in for the day, and they were kind of overwhelmed by what we do, connecting with each other and everything like that. And they messaged me after, and they said, I feel really terrible, but I actually don't want to do this. Now, I connected with a few people, but I don't want to be connected to anybody. And the reason why is because, and it's not that I want to talk bad, it's just that this is a true story. If for those of you who follow Beyonce on Instagram, you'll notice that she's got whatever it is, tens of millions of followers or whatever, but follows nobody. And for some people, they think that celebrity look of I'm important, but nobody's important to me, has an impact on their success, and I don't think so. It's the other way around. Beyonce does that because she's Beyonce. She did it after she became Beyonce, not before. That's not what got her there. You know what I mean? So, it's really interesting to see that. But there's lots of times. I went into a couple of the live streams for those of you who follow like Tim Schmoyer or video creators or Think Media and Nick Nimmin and Sonny Lenarduzzi and these ones. I went into a couple live streams and tried talking to a few people there and connected with them on like Twitter and Twitch and stuff, but they won't come here because they only want to connect with creators that have millions of subscribers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers and things like that. And it's fine. Like I said, it's not for everybody. But if it was, it would be too easy and then none of us would get what we want out of this, right? So it's a double-edged sword if you want to look at it that way, if that makes any sense. But again, all that fluff and stuff, I promise you, I've had conversations about people starting YouTube. I have people who come to me today who literally 5 years ago said they're starting their YouTube channel, and still to this day, we're almost ready to start making videos. And I'm like, that's great. I'm here to help you with 4,600 friends now, ready to help you as soon as you start. And if they start, that's great, but, I don't hold my breath, right? Because we have people who want to do this. The gaming family's up here with 542 subscribers. They're fairly new to Superchat. They've got some shorts videos here, and these, a lot of Fortnite in here, but a few other video gaming ones. These are getting over 1,000 views now, which is great. Live streams are something they're doing occasionally, which is great. That might be a couple times a week. Pardon me, and you see that they're mixing up the gameplay, which is cool also. I've got to get familiar with Fortnite now, finally. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, they're fairly new to TuberChat, but they've been back now for what I think is 2 or 3 times. And then living vicariously through all these creators. Yes, Cricket208, absolutely. I love what we're doing. When I started on YouTube, I was on YouTube for 2 years before I found the small YouTuber community. And I almost don't forget the story. But it was Nate Vlog, I think, was the very first creator from the small YouTuber community who came into some of our stuff, introduced us to the Hoops Family Network, and then it expanded from there. She introduced us to all kinds of people. She's still a moderator on this channel today. But it's interesting to see how many people all the way along, we talk about the idea of starting YouTube or different things, and it just doesn't come to fruition, if that makes sense. The Stock Explorer is on right now. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. Oh, they got a panel on. They got somebody on with them. So I just dropped a link again. I didn't pin it. I'm going to pin it right now. I thought I pinned it earlier. Anybody can hop over there anytime. They're already rolling. We'll go over there and raid soon too. Paul's Green Space is getting close to 1,200 subscribers. Oh, sorry, the gaming family. Yes, of course. See, I wonder. I keep looking at it, and I don't want to make a mistake saying I think I recognize that creator. If you don't mind, please remind me. Was it... if you don't mind, just remind us the name of the channel. I think they've changed it a few times. Is it Modern Wargaming with Jory? Yeah, it's now. See, I wondered. Oh, forgive me for that. I should know that. Jedi Cameron, I got to get you on the wheel. I never put you on. I'm talking way too much now. I got to get moving here. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. They're also a member, so I have to put them on the wheel right away. And then Paul's Green Space is here with 1,160 subscribers or so. We'd love to push them towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. Now, they got some shorts videos. We'll see how these are doing. These are getting into the thousands of views, many of them, which is great. This creator, obviously with a name called Green Space, we know we're going to learn a lot about gardening and planting different types of things. They'll give us more information on their About page of exactly exactly what they're going to do, but they're absolutely willing to show us their successes and failures. So here's how they grow 30 plus foods in their suburban garden. So that's a great explanatory video, if that makes sense, if that's even a word. And we'd love to push them towards that 1,200 subscribers they're thinking about. Paul's Green Space has been with us frequently lately, as a matter of fact. Yes, thank you. Modern Wargaming with Jory. Yes, thank you, the gaming family. I should know that. Kristen Walton is coming up. This is my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. And we'll have a look at the presentation she puts on her channel. You can see that for the longest time, all of her thumbnails have a bright look to them with a color scheme that she's picked out. The only exception is these couple here, because she happens to be an advocate for bringing awareness for epilepsy. And her full-time gig is running an organization that helps people living with and affected by epilepsy. So these two videos have purple, because that's the color of the ribbons for epilepsy awareness. And then the rest are all this other color. But you see how she gets a consistent look out of everything. Bright, bold headshots, of course, which will make her recognizable. Now, she is doing a lot of product reviews and sponsored videos. A lot of beauty is what we find from this creator more than anything else. But she does have a bit of variety on her channel with some lifestyle videos and some collaborations with other creators. I've been with her a couple times on her channel, and she's had other creators in interview style videos as well. We've been interviewed together and separately. And then she's got some shorts videos that have blasted past 20 and now over 28,000 views. That's Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. Here is this Russian blue kitty that you see. And then Spiky Bruiser is the other cat that you always see them together like this. The other cat that's featured in a couple of these. But she's got a lot of variety here. One of the ones, here's some from our theme park, Canada's Wonderland. She's done, she showed us the snowstorm we got hammered with in November there. And then she's approaching 1,800 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Oh, thank you, Creative Beauty Butterfly. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we'll catch you again. We're usually here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Jedi Cameron's coming up. This used to be Hyper Blitz. They do a lot of video gameplay as well. I'm just going to take the latest video. I put that in my catch-up list yesterday, but I didn't finish going through the catch-up list. So I've got that ready to go. I'll get through it before Tuesday. And Jedi Cameron brings video gameplay as well in their shorts. We see a mix-up of mostly video gameplay and different games here, and then live streams as well. They do frequently, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them here. And Jedi Cameron is with us frequently and has been for many months. 815 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. Oh, that's interesting. All that fluff and stuff. Yeah, we wish for that kind of stuff not to go that far. My dear goodness. Yeah. The Stock Explorer is coming up right now, so we'll have a quick look at what they're doing on their channel. They're actually live right this minute. I'll drop the link again because we're going to go over there for a raid. And tonight looks like it's going to be friendly conversation, but they want to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. And they do that through shorts, videos, and live streams with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics. They often have friendly conversations like this. I actually joined them for a interview. We call it an interview, but we just talked about YouTube for a couple of hours. They did considerately ask some questions in an interview style, but we got a chance to hang out together on a live stream, and you can go back and find that on their channel if you just search out Superchat. So 1,600 subscribers they have right now. Their shorts videos bring a little bit of variety, so they might get out of the stock markets and crypto markets for these, but they're a lot of fun as well. And then when they get into the live streams, you'll often see charts and graphs as well as the friendly conversation that comes along. They've often got product in hand as well. So we'll get a great look at their channel when we go over there for a raid. They're on right now. Anybody can go over there right away. I already pinned the link, but I'll drop it again in a few minutes. Tropical Buzz is their other channel. They're getting close to 200 subscribers here. They happen to be in Florida. They've got some shorts here as well, but they're expecting to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they're going to grow themselves. And growing season is starting for them anytime now. Little Ridge Farm is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. Mark, again, is somebody who's on a lot of live stream panels. I think I actually caught him today. I forget if it was Belt Loop 29 he was on or some, maybe. Little Ridge Farm is an incredibly supportive creator in all the ways that we talk about, all the generous ways. This is a story of perseverance and tenacity, because this particular creator literally had their house burned down this year. And now we're following the story of the recouping and the rebuilding, but they tell the story of the house burning down and things like that. Their channel's got a lot more to it, but you do get to follow that story. Mark is often alone on the channel, but he also occasionally is with his daughter Kira. And he's got some shorts videos. Those are starting to really move as well over 1,000 views. And then I'm just going to take his latest video. If I didn't do this yesterday, I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and then I'll give me a chance to catch up with the latest video that he's got going on here. There's a bit of variety on the channel as well, so I hope you'll enjoy that when you get there. We'd love to push him towards the 700 subscribers that he's thinking about. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Philip Lemon is coming up right now. They're another creator who is an advocate for helping us get those thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Philip Lemon has 170 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We see that some of their shorts videos are getting well over 1,000 views. In their regular videos, they've got a lot of video gameplay, but they really mix things up as well. And then when they get into live streams, we see more variety, mostly in video gameplay here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers that they're thinking about. They tell us they're going to bring us a diverse range of content, including gaming and other entertaining activities. Their channel is dedicated to providing their audience an engaging and exciting experience. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. But Philip Lemon's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long period of time as well. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Right now we're going to look at Foxy's Friends, and this is a channel that's meant to memorialize the star of the show that we see in the thumbnails here, Foxy Mama. I'm just going to take the latest video. Most of these are quite short. I've got it from the other day, so I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'll get that run by Tuesday. But Foxy Friends will give you the story about the memorializing of Foxy Mama on their About page, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. The shorts videos on the channel are getting into the almost a couple of thousand views as well. And I see another fellow Canadian coming in, rambling with the brooms, who we caught for Saturday shenanigans yesterday, is in the house. He happens to be a fellow Canadian. Like I said, I've got him on the wheel because he happens to be a member. But thank you for coming in, Scott. Oh, thank you for the super chat as well. For that reason, we'll put his channel up right now. And we'll see what he's got going on here. He just finished, actually, maple syrup season. And you can catch Scott often, even in these couple of shorts here in the Sugar Shack. Now, he's got a dear friend, Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead. These creators both do a wonderful job of making people not like just truly a part of their community, fusing friendships together. And they're a lot of fun to watch, especially when they're together. which seems to be all the time. Did I not take Jesse's birthday video and put it in my catch-up list? No, maybe not yet. Okay, I got it in there. He does a lot of live streaming, so I caught him yesterday for Saturday Shenanigans, but Scott from Rambling with the Brooms has another popular show called Procrastination Thursday, and I catch him often. There's the two of them together again. But he's got lots and lots of friends, and Rambling with the Brooms is an advocate for helping others grow, pushing people towards different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond. He's introduced us to a lot of different creators on his channel, and sometimes we just get a chance to hang out with Scott and get to know him a little bit better. He also hops in on other StreamYard panels and things like that as well. Him and Lazy Days Ahead actually have a project going on right now. They've booked a cruise that leaves from Seattle to Alaska in 2 summers from now, so August of 2025. You can get information from either of them on their channel, but they're trying to book 100 rooms between YouTubers and supporters, so it should be literally the chance of a lifetime experience. Patrick Hollick, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Coffee Walks and Whatever is another channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to take their latest video. If I didn't do it yesterday, I'm going to put it on my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to catch up with that before Tuesday. They've got 836 subscribers right now, and I'm just going to have a look at how their shorts are doing. These are getting over a couple thousand views, which is great. When we hit the About page, we'll find a lot of information, but we also see that they're getting into live streams as well and have been doing these fairly frequently, several times a week. So I'm hoping I can catch one tomorrow. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. For now, I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen, and I'll drop the link one more time for the Stock Explorer. They're already live, but we're going to go over there and raid. Everybody can continue meeting more friends and family members while we're there. And the Stock Explorer is known as somebody who has a very lively chat that goes on during their live streams. Band Tomb is brand new. I think we're putting this channel on the screen for the second time. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put this in my catch-up list. Most of these are quite short, but that's okay. It's a Call of Duty video. And then when we look at their shorts, I just want to see how these are doing. They're getting into well over 1,000 views, getting close to 2,000 now as well. And 124 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. We can see that they're posting frequently. Usually, it seems about once a week, so hopefully a little bit more than that soon. And that's great, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, they're brand new to Superchat, just been here a couple of times. But it's great to have them back. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a friend since the beginning of Superchat, and before that, actually, she's an original member of the Drop the Link Day crew. She will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on her channel as well. Traveling Merton and Sue is coming up right now. I got Be Amazing Sylvia on the wheel because they happen to be a member. Thank you one more time, Rambling with the Brooms, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. I didn't realize he took over the stream boss position. I wasn't watching that today. I blew my wheel out of proportion, and I think I just kind of fell apart after that. D's Fierce Fashions, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And that's a longtime friend. Pardon me. And I'm racing now. Traveling Merton and Sue has 403 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. We've got another brand new channel in the house, the Gnomestead, Alaska Off-Grid. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Traveling Merton and Sue, I'm just going to grab your latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get through your latest video. I'll do that before Tuesday. I just want to look at your shorts videos as well and see how these are doing. These are starting to get over a couple thousand views, which is great. We see that these creators do quite a bit of live streaming. So they did one today, actually earlier, moving into the RV in about 2 weeks. That'll be interesting. And then they bring us a lot of travel videos as well, sometimes conversation as we see here. So let me just hit their About page for a quick second. The invite us to follow them on their journey through travel and different things. They're downsizing right now, so they're selling the house, moving into the RV, and becoming full-time nomads. We get to follow them on that adventure. I'm sure it's going to be very compelling. Let's spin the wheel and see what is coming up just for fun with Be Amazing Sylvia. So when we see Dee's Fierce Fashions, we see the How-To Lady, and that's a longtime dear friend of Tuber Chat. Both of those channels belong to that creator. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent tonight. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give the Stock Explorer a thumbs up on the way in. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a friend for over 3 years now, since the beginning of Tuber Chat. She's an original member of the Drop the Link Day crew, and what that means is that when you visit her channel and a lot of members of her community, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're there. She does pure variety on her channel, and she's really been exploding in growth lately. A big part of that has to do with the shorts she's been putting out. You can see that some of these have gotten into the hundreds of thousands of views. Look at this one, 700,000, my dear goodness. So hopefully that continues for her. It's resulted in some really rapid growth for the channel. She does a lot of live streaming. This is where you can meet more friends and family members. She has lots of familiar faces supporting her, as you can see in all these different thumbnails, people she collaborates with. When we get to her channel, you'll see Sylvia's Daily Positivity. This is another channel she's got set up to bring us more motivation and inspiration. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with her here as well. Thank you, everyone, again for the time that you spent. And we're going to head over to the Stock Explorer right now. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes, and then we're back on Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.